Hi there. In today's video, we are going to check out one of the pieces from the RCM Level 2 Piano Etudes Celebration Series, 6th edition, so 2022. The piece we are exploring is Bird and the Bebop by Wynne-Anne Rossi. And what I'm going to do is do a read-through, do a bit of analysis, and identify some of the learning challenges, just enough to get you started on your own practice and learning journey. But before we do that, if this is your first time on the channel, my name is Rona May, and I am a registered music teacher in Alberta, Canada. On this channel, I share practice tips and demonstrations that either my students or I do, as well as reviews of teaching resources, music education apps, and music-related games. Now, with that out of the way, let's dive in. Okay, I will admit that I am not that familiar with this song, so this is mostly sight reading. So there will be some goofy notes here and there, and I am going to go slow. 1, 2, do, ba, do, ba, do. Oh, isn't that cute? All right, let's do a little bit of a deep dive here. A little bit of analysis. Always good to do when you're starting a brand new piece. So this is in ternary form, or three-part form. The first theme is there at the very beginning. We get a contrasting theme here, starting at bar 9. So we'll call that B section. And then that opening theme comes back over here. Where? This is kind of a transition there. Here is where it comes back. So we could almost call this a bit of, yeah, I would call this a bridge. Because it's very chromatic and kind of leading us back into our home position. So home key, it is F major. There are some blues scale elements to it though. Let me just grab this. So with the flat notes, we got a D flat, we got the A flat. So those would be elements of our F blues scale. We've got a shift into a B flat mode somewhere over here, because bar 9 outlines your B flat major chord. Let's see. And B flat blues. So there's some elements there. She's just using C sharp on the score instead of D flat, but essentially that's a D flat, and that that G sharp is our A flat. She's got elements of the B flat blues scale here. So, all right. With that, that, and that. And then this modulates. Okay. Practice challenges. Well, I would say bar 10 for sure. For someone new, it could just work on blocking those chords. And then again, that is kind of expanded upon in bar 14, similar. That gets added. And then so that will need to be drilled. Other learning challenges, I would say the swing. So playing with that. Rhythms is definitely one of the key challenges. And the articulation. So just catching the differences there, and at the very end. So we got. Oh. Left hand was totally in the wrong spot. One thing you could do is really isolate this as a practice drill, just getting used to that pattern. This pattern can be drilled because that's a different spot. This can be drilled just to get that rhythm and that leap. Lots of little spots to isolate. And that is it. That is my first impressions, my initial exploration of Bird in the Bebop by Wynne-Anne Rossi. Now, if you did enjoy this video and find it helpful, hit that like button, drop down a comment there so that I know that this is helpful to you and that it gets into the feed of others who might benefit from this. And if you'd like to know when the next video drops, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. That's it for today. Take care and catch you in the next video. Bye.